So we back on Exterior Knowledge Podcast, episode 4. We back with it, and today, I was, hey bro, like the other day, man, I was really realizing, like the connectivity, like the connectivity that we can commute with when it comes to like life itself. When it comes to greed, when it comes to people like, like putting these things onto the side and making them feel like that they need more. I feel like everything in this reality for some reason needs something. You know what I mean? Like it's not just you. It's not just
going deep.
Yeah, like it's not. It's not just humans. It's not. It's not just humans. It's also like other beings as well. Because they just like we need them, they need us. And my thing is that, so if everything in this world needs something or wants something, right? Then where do these needs and wants truly come from? Like who invented these needs and wants?
Well, are you asking a genuine question right there? No, I'm making sure. What people genuinely want, I think it represents feeling, emotion. Like people would genuinely feel that they want something. If they feel like they want more of that particular thing, I think it's coming from a real place. You like I don't think it's something that's taught. I don't think that's society teaching you now. If you're talking about capitalism, if you're talking about people wanting more because they want money, that's different.
Right.
People wanting more because they want more happiness or more pleasure or more happiness. I repeated that, but you know what I'm talking about. So people wanting more pleasure or happiness, that's human from my perspective. It's human. Now capitalism, I already know what territory, I already know what podcast we in. You know what I mean? So that's why I feel the freedom to be able to say certain things like this, even though in other conversations, but maybe it's the reptilians interweaving capitalism and all that type of stuff. I know where I'm at. I know what type of building I'm at here with you. But I mean, if you wanna expound on that element, but capitalism might be what you're talking about, right? Capitalism is what's making it complicated for people to want to do that.
Right, and not just and not just capitalism, but I'm also speaking on the general sense of just everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like cosmically, cosmically.
Okay.
In the cosmic level.
Okay, you know what? Yeah. You have to excuse me, bro. If you live in a major city out there, if you live in a place that's just like, heavy with politics. Like politics is all politics. Sometimes I say certain things and it's like it goes to politics.
Right, and let me say,
I see what you're talking about. Right?
And let me say that, and let me say one thing.
That's not
like
a good habit. It's better to talk about, the actual human condition.
Right, and
Go ahead.
and talking about these politics as well, like, bro, I remember back in school, right, that they taught us how to inform, persuade, and write narrative essays. A script.
Our bag.
You know what I mean? Like a script. And people forget that that's what makes them, this is what makes people a politician. That, they taught us how to persuade people. Like, why do I need to learn how to persuade people, bro? You know what I mean? Like, that's like, that's like lying and convincing someone to buy something, or that they,
right.
You know what I mean? Like, and that's the game, and that's the game they taught us how to play, is how to be these politicians, because they don't want us to be free from the mind itself, and that's what they keep us. That's why they keep us trapped in this conscious field of, like, that you have to do this and you have to do that, and that's how social conditioning works. The more you put something into somebody, the more programmed they are to be that someone, you know, to become who they are now, whether it's through religion, whether it's through social
Prostitution.
program, yeah, you know
Right.
what I mean, and many other things. Like, and this stems from everything that we have learned throughout school, throughout, religion,
Yeah.
through
Yeah.
through
Yeah.
through churches, and many other
Amen.
things, bro. You know what I mean? And the problem with that is that when you allow somebody to force those kinds of images, force those kinds of things for you, then you can never think for yourself, because now you're allowing someone else to think for you. If you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. I think some people enjoy letting other people. It's the same thing as like, you know what I'm saying, radio. You know, some people like listening to music where they don't pick the music they listen to. They just they rather have someone else pick it for them so then they can feel, but they want to still feel good. And that's the thing about politics is people feel good listening to Obama say, you know what I mean, like, yo, you know, there is a chance for us, so this, we will bring change. People like hearing that. They just naturally like hearing those words, that rhythm. They feel like, oh, this, I feel like we're doing something good because he said what I wanted to hear. But actions speak louder than words. So, you gotta pay attention to people's body language, to what are they actually doing to help you. And politics is all talk, bro. People be talking. And look, we talking right now. That's why I said amen in between what we saying. And if you're like me, you know that damn if you do, damn if you don't. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So if you want to tell the truth through this perspective here, some people are gonna look at you like, bro, you're doing the same thing as religion. From my perspective, the difference is we having a conversation here. I'm not forcing people to want to believe what we're saying. I'm not even telling you, hey, this is a particular. This is for independent thinkers. You know what I mean? This is for independent thinkers to heal and join and have conversations. You know what I'm saying? Um, I don't know where you want to go with this. You know what I'm saying? But
Right, because
we can go. We can go a couple different places. You know what I'm saying? Exterior knowledge. You know what I mean?
yeah, because like, you know what I'm saying, like, the thing is that, you know what I mean, when because and that's the way that they separate us through these
Right.
politics. You know what I mean? The left wing and the right wing. Whatever the fuck that
Oh,
means.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just remembered.
And that's how they separate us. Like, who cares about the what the other side thinks about the other side thinks? It's all the same. You know what I mean? Like, there's no difference between somebody who thinks that and thinks this, because it's all just going to correlate to back to the politicians and the politics and whatever who's in control.
Yeah.
Because they don't
At the
want
end of the day, it's about
unification.
control.
Right, and they don't want unification because it's harder to control people when they are all united. But when they are all separated, we live in Babylon. So when they're all separated, it's easier for them to control those people, because it's all reaching out to, oh, who can I control and who I can't. Because like, people who stay humble to their tribe will never be controlled.
Yeah. You know, we've been put into a human condition that allows us to think certain ways, or at least have certain people around us that we can learn how to think these ways. But if you really leave it up to society and you leave it up to pleasure and happiness and things like that, society can take you in and trick you, into paying things and giving away your energy to things just to feel good. You know what I mean? Whereas I know you say this a lot, whereas you can find respectfully that same, harmony within your own community and your tribe. You know what I mean? You don't have to branch into a society to do that. You need your tribe, you need your group, you need your people to do that. Now we dived into this, you know what I mean? So where we going, you know what I'm saying? Because I got some, I just remember some, bro, a lesson somebody I wanted to share, but I'm gonna hold that lesson in. I don't know if you got something you wanted to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I got one more. Yeah, I got one more thing. Like, I
to
wanted to
AI.
come
You know
back.
what I mean?
I wanted to come back
Cross
to.
over to some.
I
Right, right.
wanted. I want to come back to like what I was saying earlier about like school teaching us to be politicians and all of this. You know what I mean? They almost made me fell into the trap of like thinking that
Ouch.
like being like because the Matrix the Matrix like wanted me to be the Matrix itself, if
Shout
that
out to
makes sense.
Wax. Right,
and
right, right.
and I didn't, and I'm glad you were there helping me understand more of the things that I know now. If you know what I mean, because and because bro, like, since you helped me change in the slide of, you know what I mean, of course I had to help also figure out a way to change myself, you know what I mean, because I remember when you said like to me like, hey bro, you sound like a politician, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
and that always grew into me knowing like, damn bro, you know what I mean, like the Matrix really can condition people to believe in certain things, and then I'm glad I stepped out from that reality, and then I found my own
Mm.
reality to cope with, you know what I mean.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
And when I said that, it wasn't out of disrespect. It was because sometimes some people can relate to this. Sometimes you lie to people just so you don't tell them your perspective. So then they don't know how you feel. So then you feel like the situation is all good, and that's a politician move. It's also a
right.
bitch move, in my opinion. But I guess it's really a bitch move. Under all
Yeah, no, real
politician,
shit.
it's really a bitch move. If you're not gonna tell people how you feel just so you can sneak your way in, that's a bitch move. Like,
Or a snake,
and
you know
and
what I
it,
mean.
yeah, like you be like, okay, I'm not gonna tell this person I think they're wrong because I don't want them to get mad. It's like, bro, you're not telling the truth. You're not supposed to worry about someone getting mad. You're supposed to worry about just telling the truth. You gonna be straight. Everybody's gonna be good. You know what I mean? And if you gotta defend yourself, bro. But I'd rather you defend the truth. You see where I'm going with this? Like, than defend, having to sneak your way in, bro. Because if you sneak your way in, eventually, and Kennedy got assassinated,
Right, real shit. You
right?
know what I mean? Yeah.
Kennedy got assassinated. You see what I'm saying? He got his head blown off. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying Joe Biden, I'm gonna assassinate him. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say that. You know what I mean? I didn't just say that. I'm not gonna say that. You know what I mean? But
Right.
I'm just saying, like, I'm not trying to motivate nobody, but I think you see where I'm going with all this, man. It's like we gotta find your tribe. You gotta just keep people grounded and keep people healthy. You know what I'm saying? But it's important to know that politicians, man, people have the right to get mad at them and to do what they want to do to them because it's not about revenge. It's about karma. You know what I mean? It's about
Right.
why were you out here to millions of people telling them something that you knew you weren't going to do because you're not even the leader. Like, the president is not even the leader. The president is just I mean, we all know the word I'm about to say, but if you don't, man, it's cool, man. You know who the president is, man. It's a puppet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A muppet. You know what I mean? And look, I learned all this from, the brother Lord Jamick. You know what I mean? I learned this from Lord Jamick. You know, that's who I give credit to me learning this, because like you said, bro, society, in the beginning, society just takes you, bro. Society just takes you in, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, man. Cause bro, the thing is, I grew up spiritual, but then they took away my spirituality slowly as I was being socially conditioning by school and things like that. Like I love going outside. I love nature. You know what I mean?
facts.
But
Yeah,
then
yeah.
but then the more I
You did.
started growing up, I started hating nature. I started not
It's
liking
crazy.
more of myself. You know what I mean? Like all these things that started coming in because of the social programming that they taught us. And I feel like a lot of people can relate to this social programming, you know. And
Right.
I want to hear what you wanted to say, like about
Oh, yeah, yeah.
what I want to go into that.
All right, man. It was a lesson that I got from somebody named Ricky. Like, this person said that And relating back to the politics point, where politics, they try to keep everything structured, like scripted. Like, life is not a linear thing. You know what I mean? Like, the story is everlasting. You know, it's not like, oh, I spoke to this person, so they have to do this because I said that. You know what I mean? Like, for example, like with the guest that we're gonna have, that you're, excuse me, you know what I'm saying, exterior knowledge, you know what I'm saying, I have another podcast and I'll be talking crazy, but you know what I'm talking about, man. Peace of the world, you know what I mean? Look, I'm saying, like, 434, the guest that you're planning to have here on exterior knowledge. Just to give an example and to keep it, related to what's going on here, you know what I'm saying, for the future people that gonna listen, like just because you spoke to 434 doesn't mean he gotta show up at this time, because you know what I mean, like, you don't control that person, you don't control that person's story, and you know what I mean, that person's time, their energy. But sometimes in this society where you feel like people owe you because you did this, they owe you now. They have to give you this because you gave them that, or you gave them this energy, so now they're supposed to give up that energy because you did this for them. You know what I mean? Whereas the lesson I learned from Ricky, Rick, is that, life is, you know what I mean, not a linear thing. It's like, you know what I mean, it's like that one pickle in a jar. Like, bro, it's like, you know what I mean, like, you gotta let that pickle inside the jar be, you know what I mean? So that's the lesson I got. Rick, you know what I mean, that's the lesson Rick told me, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was like, yo, straight up, you know what I mean, straight up, like, storyline is non-linear. You have to just keep moving forward, keep flowing, you know what I mean, keep flowing with life. Like, it's the linear story, that feeling of having a linear story, that's been taught to us, bro. It's been taught to us, via school. Back to your point, you know what I mean, to the alley-oop, like, that's you being taught, yo, there's a beginning, a middle, and an end. When you learn astrology, now we go into that and taking the politics out the room, bro. And excuse me for introducing it, bro. It's because, I'll just be used to talking politics with people, like, here in the major cities, bro. People don't talk spiritually. People talk politically, and it's crazy. But, talking more spiritually, man, like, you find out that time is everlasting. It moves forward. There is no beginning. There is no end. You see what I'm saying?
Right, and
never-ending story.
And I wanna go deep into that, because time is not even linear itself. It's something that, like, it can, the end could be the beginning, or the beginning could be the end, and or the middle, and I feel like there is truly no middle to anything, because when you put, okay, like, I'm gonna give an example. Like, when I begun my shroom trip, right? Like, when I'm tripping, there's a peak. We call it the peak, and we can call that like the beginning of the trip, right? But then, out of nowhere, sometimes, like, it can even intensify. Even in the middle, it can be like, oh wow, I feel like this is just now beginning. Like, I feel like this is now just beginning. And that's the crazy part, because, like, when you trip on psychedelics, it really teaches you that there's no beginning, there's no end. Time is really just an illusion, because time is there to temporarily remind you that you're here temporarily. That's all it is. Scientists actually discovered a parallel universe that time moves backwards instead of forward. And
what do you mean by that? Can you delve into that? What do you mean by backwards? So you talking about you talking about like moonwalking, right? People moonwalking?
Like, okay, imagine instead of growing up forward, you're growing up backwards. So, like, becoming from I believe maybe like in an old age, and then you become young. because time moves backwards. It doesn't
like that
move
movie
forward.
19 again. I see what you mean. Like the movie 19 again. Where I see what you mean.
And just
People start old and then they go into being young.
right, and just like
babies.
right, and just like the future,
They shrink into babies. Right.
right, just like the future, the past, and the present. With time travel, you're not going into somebody's past. You're going into somebody's future. You know, so I could be, let's say, I go back in 1999, right, and see myself as a child. I that me as a child would be in the present of now. I would be a but me, I would think about it as I'm in the past. But in their eyes, they see it as now, in the future. So there is no past, no future. It's just only now, because you're always living in the now.
Absolute.
And I want to
Yeah, go
relate
for
to
it,
what you said about the lesson with Ricky.
Yeah.
Like the same way. Okay, when I today, somebody tried to, I always help people, man. You know what I mean? Like I always try to
This is
give,
true, man.
give.
That's no lie, man. I'm just verifying that for the people. Sometimes it's important to verify what people say. I can personally say, yo, Nas, this motherfucker has lent hundreds of dollars. He's helped people out, man. That's some real shit. Just letting people know.
Yeah, man. And today, my homie hits me up. He's like, "Hey, bro, is it cool if he wanted to so the JEA kind of fucked him over on his lights. They changed the meter, and he didn't know. He tried to he asked me, is it cool if I can get $80? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I wanted to give it to him, but the thing was is that I felt like he was almost depending on me. You know what I mean? There was because I've always when I have the money, I will give it to him. I already gave him $100 to help him, not to get kicked out from his house. You know what I mean? And by the way, I don't really know this dude like that. You know what I mean? But I'm still helping him. And because to me, I share the love without the ego. You know what I mean? I don't say like, oh man, you know what I mean? Like there's just some people in this world that care too much about materialistic things, and and then that comes back to the needs and wants.
Yeah.
And I'm willing to help anybody. You know what I mean? In need. Like as long as I have it, I will always try to help that person. You know what I mean? Like the other day, I helped this one dude pay for his electricity bill. That was like only $38. You know what I mean? I gave him $170, and even if somebody never paid me back, I'm not gonna be mad at him. I'm not gonna be this and that, because why? Money comes and goes. And that's just how I look at it.
People need to learn that. No. Yeah, people need to hear that, man.
Yeah, man. Look, and envy, jealousy, all these things will get you killed. Like Kendrick said. You know what I mean? Pride.
Yeah. Yeah, nah. Money comes and goes, man. Some people need to really hear that, because some people be like, why should I help this one person? They didn't work for this. It's like, first of all, you already looking at it from the perspective of like, you only work to get money. You need to work for benefits. You need to work for, do you feel happy doing that, or or is that the environment you feel comfortable working at? Or you doing a job that you actually want to be doing? I mean, it's not, you don't have to be doing your dream job, because some people, like, for example, with you, like, you look at it like, yo, why are we even doing this job? What is this job? What is this? Like, this job for you, from your perspective, might feel like, yo, what the hell? Why isn't this just being done like by the people that run the company? But it's like, it's not about slavery, but it's like people need people on the ground to do certain things. And if you enjoy it, that's what you should be doing it for. Just enjoying it, being around good people. Not, yo, I'm just doing this for the money. You know what I'm saying? Doing this for the money. You know what I mean? or for me, like I'll do it for some benefits, like for some stuff where it's like I get to maybe see the world or some stuff, but like I don't have to go for the most highest paying job if I feel better over here where I'm getting better communication, better benefits, you know what I'm saying, like with better people. I mean,
Right,
for
and
me, better people for me, not, you know what I'm saying, but it's like respectfully, you know what I mean.
right, because you
Money
see,
comes and goes for sure.
right, because you see, I work, you know, what I mean, I work two jobs every single day, you know, and I work a lot for the money I get, you know what I mean, but but you see, like the other day, literally, there was this person, you know what I mean, and she all she wanted was just like food for her grandson, you know what I mean, and like I told her that, hey, listen, I'll pay for anything that you want, you know what I mean, like anything that you get from the store, I'll buy it for you, you know what I mean, and I paid it for her, you know what I mean, because I wanted, because
Yeah, paid it
when I
forward.
do, because like the thing is, man, when I see people like that, like that truly living that struggle, I feel, you know what I mean, inside I'm
You
like,
gotta lend a hand.
yeah, like I feel like, damn, you know what I mean, and you know, it's crazy because most people come up to me for help, you know what I mean, it's almost like I create this atmosphere for them, knowing that I'm the one to ask for help, you know what I mean, because when people see me, you know what I mean, like I truly feel like they know that to radiate towards me because they know that if they ask me for help, I'm going to help them. Because most people nowadays will say, "Nah, I can't help this person," you know,
Yeah,
like for an
yeah. I mean,
example, like my
go for it, go
coworker,
for it.
but like my coworker told me like his dad's, you know, his dad doesn't really like he's the type of person that would say like no to everyone, you know what I mean? Like he wouldn't
Yeah, yeah,
want to
yeah.
help and this and that, you know,
You'd be
and
like,
this is
nope.
just right the duality, you know what I mean, and you can see the duality within that.
Right.
And you know, I just want to share the love, the positivity. I truly believe that we are here to evolve, to experience, to to see the world in a more beautiful state of mind. Because if we had more people like people that helped and things like that, this world would be a better place for everyone.
You know, ten cuidado, ten cuidado. Look, I mean, I know that's your perspective, but we know we're not with eugenics. We're not with that. We're not with the we gotta mold people into a certain way, so they gotta do this or do that or be this type of person or that type of person. But
Right, because
I
I
know
ain't
what you
forcing
mean.
nobody.
You
You know what
want,
I mean?
yeah, you just that's a personal desire. You want to see more people, and that's about the tribe. You just got to be in that tribe where all those people are at. And trust me, that exists. It's always existed. Tribes have always existed. Just groups of people that they're in that group. Even in prison, and I know that sounds funny, but even in prison, there are groups of people that just stick together, even in the prison. So you can't, even when you try to trap people, they create tribes. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So like they all, you know what I mean? I was about to say, bro, I'm that same way. People stop to ask help, you know what I'm saying? And it can get overwhelming sometimes because one person will ask help, another person will jump in, and you like, yo, like, you know, this
Yeah, no, I
this
feel
this
you,
is good
man. That
energy.
happens to me all the time. You know what I mean?
Yo, can I want to share this. I want to share, even though I've shared this before. I, I think I have, but either way, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it again. Like my pops told me, my dad told me this. Like you, he told me personally, like, yo, you have that energy of people see nobility, people see help. You know what I mean? We both share that energy here, right here. And I feel like he told me this lesson, and I feel like this is true. Like he said, there's always gonna be that one person who's just gonna tell you, yo, sit on the floor, just to tell you to do that. Just, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? There's gonna be people to be like, yo, sit on the floor, or no, I'm gonna sit here, you ain't gonna sit here. Or sit in the back of the bus, you know what I'm saying? They're just gonna say it just to say it. Like, it's like there's no concrete reason. Like, there's nothing they're saying that is like, it doesn't make sense for them to say that. But, like, my dad told me, like, he said, they're just gonna say that to you because they see that they may feel like they can control you because you're helping everybody, or you're, you know what I'm saying? Because they're like, man, that person will do whatever I say they'll do because they're always saying yes. You know what I mean? Because they're always gonna say yes. You know what I mean? Or they're always trying to help, or they're always, you know what I mean? So it's like that's
Like taking
the gift and the
advantage.
curse. People are gonna take advantage of, yeah, you know, and you may not notice they're taking advantage. You know what I mean? But once again, it's not about what they're gonna. It's not linear. I'm not expecting anything from them in return. My whole thing, and I know this is your thing too, just don't get physical, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to actually harm what's going on here. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, cause it's just one simple word, karma. That's I didn't used to be this. Well, actually, no. You've known me. Like, I've even since middle school, really. Like, people have always spoke to me whenever they wanted to, like, you know what I mean? Because they know I have that mentality of, like, bro, the moment it gets physical, the moment it gets like, oh wow, we want to try to fight, or we want to try to do that because of this or because of that. You want to take advantage of people and bully them? Nah, bro. Nah. Like, stop. Don't. Like, for me, that's like, I don't tolerate that, bro. I really
Right,
don't.
like we ain't
You know
trying
what
to
I'm
create no enemies or none of that. I don't even believe in enemies, man. Like I said,
Nah.
like I remember telling the story of, remember when I said about
Oh,
like
yeah.
like the fight with me and this other dude, and then at the end of the day, we you know what I mean, we
Say
made
fallen
up, you know what I mean?
angels.
Yeah, we made up.
Yeah.
And then, like I said before, like and that helped me in the long run when these kids were almost gonna mess with me, and then he just steps in, like he said, "Yo, don't mess with me. I know him." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm telling you, like, when you reverse the vibration and the energy of that other person, I feel like it will be a better outcome, because you don't know what that person has been through or the struggles. Like, for instance, bullies, or for people like that, like, it's because they're reflecting on their own reflections on you, because they feel like you're an easy target. You know what I mean? And it might be extremely hard for the other person because they're not understanding where that other person is coming from. But if you really sit down with these bullies and really start talking to them, you start understanding, like, wow, maybe this person did have like an abusive parents, or you know what I mean, and then all that abusive trauma came onto them, and now they're reflecting it on everybody around them. So that's the energy that they're throwing at them. But it only takes that one person to change that other person, if you just show them love, if they're really for it.
They gotta be for it, man. There's some people that are very stubborn, bro. Or I think you mentioned this on Fallen Angels. Everyone's on their own journey. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, by the way, on some breaking news, Microsoft's stock has just went down. Microsoft's stock has just went down. I repeat, Microsoft's stock has just went down. Some breaking news for the people. All right, man. So, I just want to, my apologies, G. You know what I mean? This shit just popped up. But hold on. Nah, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I don't know why the computer did that, bro. But I don't know what the hell that was about, bro. The computer just popped up with some shit, and it was some funny shit. It's some funny shit.
Yeah, I feel you.
Exterior knowledge. My bad. Peace.
Man, and you
Exterior
know,
knowledge.
now I want to get to this point of view, like, like I feel like cosmically we are here now, right? And I feel like we waste our life doing the things that we played, or the role that we came here to do. And sometimes the role of what we came here to do gets taken advantage of. From everything that I just said earlier, like from the social programming, from this and that. I feel like we ourselves need to find our true purpose in life. And the purpose of whatever life you hold should never be somebody else's purposes. It should always be your purpose. What do you want to do in this life? Not what do you want to be. And the crazy part is that, you see, like, I was watching this video of this man. Like, I don't know anything about this man or none of that. But okay, so in the video they were explaining how this man went clinically insane, and
By clinical standards.
what I mean is that since he gained a spiritual awareness, now people want to call him crazy. He started talking about the government being all reptilians,
Jesus.
like he was calling himself Jesus Christ. He was calling, he went on like, and then I saw the comments.
Charles Manson?
And then, no, not Charles Manson. No, this is just some other person that was like an influencer, like of a, I don't even really know who he is, but
Dick Gregory?
A lot of people. No, it was an influencer, but he was like he was like just somebody like a bodybuilder, he's just a bodybuilder, like somebody who just literally like just, like just exercises all day.
Right.
And the strange part, I saw a lot of people in the comments saying like oh, this is really sad that he got in the long run, and other stuff, but like I didn't really watch the
right, my bad.
like I didn't really watch the video like that. I just kind of skimmed through it. But the man did DMT, at least from what I read in the comments, he would do it every single 2 hours, like 2 hours,
Shout
and
out to the plug, man.
like every 2 hours, and the problem with that is that, look, psychedelics are not meant to be used like that, No. I can see why people could say like the drug addiction. Like I wouldn't really consider DMT to be an addiction. No. But
that man was on a mission.
Right.
That man was on a mission. Nah, for real. Like that man was he was I was about to say suicidal, because that just sounds suicidal to do DMT over and over again, being that DMT naturally happens when, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, that man was on a mission.
Yeah, and and I kind of said in the comments, I was like, why are we calling this man clinically insane? Right? It's like saying, this, bro. It's like saying that shamans, monks are clinically insane because of the enlightenment that they've been taught, and people can reach this through meditation. It doesn't have to be used by psychedelics. Psychedelics is just like, I will call it a shortcut, but then at the same time I won't call it a shortcut, because it all depends on the mind and the person. And in all honesty, it's like calling a person who's an Indian who communicated with nature schizophrenic. And
Indigenous person, right?
Right, and
I've seen it though. We've seen it.
Right.
We've seen Indigenous people pull up to a birthday party and start crying because people have called them insane. People have called them schizophrenic. It's like, bro, don't let these people label you. But what's disheartening is these people. Back to politics, these people tell you what you want to hear because they tell you, look, I'm professional. I have these, these words that I tell you, clinically insane, clinical standards, and then they give them drugs, and then these drugs make you feel better. So you're like, oh, so shit, I must be crazy because when I'm on these drugs, I feel better. So when I'm not on the drugs, it's like, dog, they got you hooked on drugs.
Literal drugs too, man.
Literal narcotics. Let's you know what I'm saying? Narcotics meaning pills. You know what I'm saying? Things that are chemically
not
induced,
natural.
Meaning labs. People that did this in labs, not plants, not things that grew out of the actual earth. You know what I'm saying? But don't get me wrong. Everything needs moderation. What that person did with DMT, you're not supposed to do that, bro.
Yeah, that's too much.
I'm not trying to call him insane, but that's like, what mission are you on, man? But when you made that point about shamans, man, that shit was profound, bro. Because monks and shamans, a lot of people are monks and shamans, but they
just don't realize it.
Exactly.
Like for instance, it's like Terrence McKenna, and Alan Watts. I can name so many. Yeah, I can name so many people.
Baba.
Dr. Sebi, you know what I mean? Like,
Dr.
I feel
Sebi.
like Dolores Cannon, Peggy Kane. You know, there's so many people.
Peggy Kane. No, that's the roster. That's the dream team.
Right, and you know, and going back to Terrence
Put those
McKenna,
shamans in a dream team. Right.
like going back
And
to
his
Terrence
cousin.
McKenna, right? He himself said that he was schizophrenic, but he didn't mean it in a way that that oh, I'm schizophrenic, like I'm crazy. No, he's saying that he meant it as in like he understood something that like he in one of his interviews or you know podcasts, he said that he wishes that he could bring something back from the DMT realm and bring it here, and that would literally change this whole world. You know what I mean? Because metaphysically speaking, if you can bring something back from like let's say shrooms or DMT, like whatever. Imagine holding something that's in that realm and then bring it back here. That would literally change the whole world's perspective on what life is metaphysically speaking.
Sound like a machine elf.
Right, like machine. Imagine if you can bring machine elves to this world physically, it will literally change everything in the dynamic of this earth and life.
That's risky business.
Right.
That's risky business because now you're, you know what I'm saying? You're trespassing those two worlds. Like, you know, every time I've done psychedelics, I've always felt like it's like sacred. It's a real sacred thing when you get, you know, that world is opening to you. You're like, it's like kind of disrespectful to, you know what I mean? But you know, McKenna, shout out to the McKenna family. I know what he's talking about. Like, hey, and this is a real question, my G. Do you see yourself as a monk or a shaman?
I would believe so, man. Because the way I look at,
you see yourself doing that kind of, and I'm not gonna say work because it's not work, but you see what I'm saying? Like, do you see yourself?
I would say
that kind of.
I would say it's God's work.
Yeah, you're right. Amen.
And I would see myself as a monk and / a shaman because honestly, bro, like if I said, man, I know I speak upon this, like if I was homeless, right, and I had nowhere else to go, the only path I would take is journeying through myself. What did people do back then when there was no society, when there was nothing, right? People had to go throughout their own journeys. They had to walk miles and miles. They had to go through so many things to get to where they are now. Some people, like, throughout their journeys,
people were galloping in the desert,
right?
Backflips in the desert. Like these people were, you know what I'm saying? These people were on journeys where no GPS.
Yeah, they were just walking miles and miles. Okay, for instance, like in the Bible, like we could talk about the three kings, right?
Moses. Oh no,
yeah.
3 kings, right.
Yeah, like the three kings who were just walking, and their prosperity came their way.
The romance of the 3 kingdoms. This is a Japanese religion, where, you know what I'm saying? It's to say, all these religions have these. You know what I'm saying? It's wild.
Right, and you know, and I see these people, man. You know, and it's sad because I see people with like signs, you know, like signs just sitting out there with like their signs saying, "Oh, please help me, I'm homeless."
You see
know
that,
what I mean?
Right?
Yeah, I see that, bro. I saw 3 people.
No,
I saw 3 people having the same exact sign that said almost same thing. You know what I mean?
Different.
And it's ridiculous because it's like, man, I wouldn't be doing that if I was homeless. Me, I would be trying to find a group of people, a community first, and then let's see if we can all walk together.
Man.
Right?
Yeah.
They feel like they have no option because society gave them no option. So what do?
Right.
Bring your own. You have to make your own options up for you. You know what I mean? Like
or just, you know, live
like
off
if
other people. You know.
Yeah, like if I could if I could find a forest with water and trees and you know substantial life,
a community there, bro.
Yeah, like bring, you know what I mean? Like why not? You know what I mean? Like and just defend the land, defend the land.
Yo, nah, for real. Like, you know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? St. Augustine, you know, being the forts. You know what I'm saying? You know,
like in Miami, there's
Right.
There's the Everglades. You know the Everglades.
Yeah, for
There's
sure, for sure. The
mountains.
Everglades, the Miccosukees. Sure, yeah. You know, you gotta pass a couple casinos, bro. But you gonna find places where you can create a, you know what I mean, like a forest community. You know what I'm saying? Like, but these homeless people, they holding up signs because they have they have like they're asking other people to be part of that community. You know what I'm saying? So for me, like, I would see those homeless people and I would be the person to gather them into a community, but those people, you know, are looking for that. That's why they're outside. But they're not in the right place. You're not supposed to be outside in the city doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
yeah, like, if you're gonna do that out in the city, bro, like, that's just, you know what I mean? You're gonna get a couple dollars, you know what I mean? But you're not gonna get a community that's gonna let you build back up. You know what I mean? Like, all those people out there, bro, you can be making your own society. Not society, but you know what I mean? Like, you guys can be creating their own system. Like, y'all actually off the grid.
Yeah, for real.
Some of these people don't even have IDs, bro. This is facts. I know some people, literally, that have became homeless. They don't even have IDs. Like, y'all can literally be off the grid. What are you doing?
Yeah, for real, bro. Look, you know what I mean? It's just I feel like they have the lack of knowledge, so this is why they
Right.
can't
That's
just
true.
that's why they can't just go off anywhere because they feel like there's no place to go except the city because that's all they knew their whole life, you
That's
know?
yeah. That's
Because
yeah.
I know
That's what they
many
know.
places in Jax that have forests that has a lot of a lot of stuff, bro. Like a lot of I bet I can find fresh
Jacksonville,
water.
Florida.
I bet I can find many. I bet I can find like because I know my path and I know my way. And if you believe that you will find that place, you know what I mean. Look, I'm gonna say something. What 434 said. 434.
Peace.
He found a place full of mushrooms. Literally, he found a place full of mushrooms. Like somebody, somehow he got led to that place, and he doesn't know how he got there. He just know he got there. And then every time he would literally say joy, hope, and love, mushrooms would literally pop out the ground. You know what I mean? Like everywhere. He like psychedelic, all psychedelic
Mm-hmm.
mushroom. And and he said that on his way because his car broke down. You know what I mean? And then out of nowhere, this man came, and then he just fixed his car for him and left like almost like he because I believe we all have protection. You know what I mean?
He's a mechanic
And
magician. Yeah, right, right,
right,
right, right.
and and the crazy part is that machine elves are very real because it let him know that they can
Wow.
physically interact. That like
That was a
if they
machine elf.
yeah that was the machine elves helping
Right, right.
him
No, no,
get
no.
to that place.
People need to become familiar with this. And even I do, you know what I mean? But I'm getting acquainted with that.
And let me tell you,
I'm
and
getting.
bro, and let me tell you, bro, and,
We're
and
not
what's
talking about
crazy,
Tai Chi here. Right, right, go ahead, go ahead.
and what's crazy is that it's not just only that. Okay, so there was two. Okay, so it wasn't just 434. It was this other person that also found a same kind of field like 434, and she found the mushrooms
Right.
like except of course they were different, but it was almost like the same exact setting, you know. That she found the field and that she just found mushrooms the
She
same
was
way
in the
as
open. She was
434.
open field.
Yeah, open field just full of mushrooms. And nobody knows about it. Nobody knows about that place. That's the crazy part.
You got it. But she got acquainted with that place because of that initial contact with the shrooms, and you see what I'm saying? Like, and machine elves, for anybody that doesn't know, you know what I mean? Even though you're gonna, do you wanna save that for the 434 conversation to really get into that? I think we might be, I don't know,
Yeah,
might be
yeah.
jumping ahead.
I'm a definitely.
Cause
Yeah, I'm a
that's
definitely.
like that's a whole thing. You know what I mean? So that's the next episode, by the way. We say episodes, whatever. You know, it's just the next moment that you guys get to share here. You know what I mean? But yo, I want to make a confession, man.
What's up?
You know, we were on Zoom and we had this conversation originally, and part of it, you know what I mean? Part of it got taken down because of Zoom and all that type of stuff. So I'm not trying to say fuck Zoom and fuck whatever they got going on, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to say, hey, look, you know, we started getting into something, bro, and I think since we're not going to talk about the machine elves, I think we should, you know, bring it over there, because I know the 434 episode, whatever, you know what I mean? Look, peace to the world, man. Look, you practice Tai Chi.
Yes.
A lot. Like, consistently with, you know what I mean? With everybody around you, you presented you doing the Tai Chi stance.
Right, and bro, and I'm not gonna lie,
I wanted to ask you. Now, something that I wanted to ask you is, can you tell people what Tai Chi is? You know what I mean?
Okay, Tai Chi, you know what I mean? Like, when I say Tai Chi, like, you know, it is a art, you know, it is a martial arts training mechanism, but it's for use for self-defense. And the thing about Tai Chi is that you got to learn how to flow with your body, because if you know how to flow with your body, you can know where, like I have, it gave me, you know, it's not just Tai Chi, but skating has also helped me create more balance, and that's what also gave me more balance into doing Tai Chi, skating, literally.
Yeah, I never looked at it like that, but yeah, you're right.
And
skateboarding helps you balance.
right, and the crazy part is that, like, you see, bro, I be like all night, literally, like I'm just outside training, man. Like I just, you know what I mean? Like I create balance by flowing with my body. Like I know exactly how my body works itself, because remember, we're just water. You know what I mean? We're literally just water. So if you know how to flow with your
People
own
need
water,
to know that. Yeah.
yeah, like flowing with your own water, I can literally feel every single part of my body vibrate. Every single part of it is vibrating. So when you are doing Tai Chi, you're not only just doing Tai Chi, you're literally calming yourself. You're literally like you're not doing it in an aggressive manner. You know what I mean? You're doing it in a way that can literally calm yourself. It's almost in a robotic way if you look at it like that.
Yeah,
but
you mentioned this on the previous recording.
Right, because it's almost like you feel like you feel like, since you're flowing with your whole entire body, you don't feel much pain either, because you're not worried about pain. You're just thinking, how am I gonna come from doing this to that? You know, I'm not like, I literally, like, you know, I train my body to literally like just stand on one leg, right, and you know, like hop with one leg, because I feel like that's important. And the reason it's important is because if you know how to hop with one leg, you don't have to worry about your other leg.
El reflejo. Right, for sure.
And
you know, that's like your reflex.
yeah, like, you know, you're creating more reflex for yourself too. Like the more you practice, and this is why I feel like my defense has become a lot sharper. Like I feel like and the crazy part about Tai Chi is that you can almost predict somebody, what they're gonna do after, like, let's say somebody throws a punch at you, right? You can almost feel that coming, because you're practicing your body in that motion. You're allowing your right, and you know, and it's not just Tai Chi either. Like I feel like I can run faster. Like I can, like, while breathing, you can also control your breathing even more when doing Tai Chi, because you're essentially moving your body all over the place, and in an intricate way.
And you really be doing this?
Yes, I'd be doing this like at night. You know what I mean? Like I literally when I you know what I mean? When I smoke, you know what I mean? I'm gonna say straight up, like when I smoke.
There, but no, that's fine.
Yeah, like when I,
because smoking opens up that you know what I mean, that chakra.
Right, and when I smoke, you know what I mean, that also gives me more balance and more self esteem and more motivation to like, because the thing is, all right, this might sound Like it's not just my form of Tai Chi. I would call it dancing slash Tai Chi. And what I mean by that is,
Right.
like, okay, like you know how like a ballerina, right?
Ballerina.
Right, like a
Right.
like a ballerina.
We was gonna, yeah.
And this is and ballerinas
You're on
actually do Tai Chi
tippy
because
toes. Yeah.
yeah, like that's all, that's all part of the skill, the balance, you know what I mean? Like I feel like if you mix dancing, Tai Chi, ballerina, while shadow boxing all at the same time.
Wait. Okay, hold up. Because people gotta let that sink in. Because I could have just let it kept flowing, but could we slow that down? You just said to mix ballerina, shadow boxing, Tai Chi, and all of that together. What is the name of that? We have to invent the name of that right here, because clearly that's an invention. Nobody
Right.
in this world thought, hey, all right, I do ballerina, boxing, and Tai Chi.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, shadow boxing. Would you call that all in together a shadow boxing? Is that Tai Chi, ballerina, shadow boxing? You know what I'm saying?
I feel so. I feel so because
what's the name of that? There got to be a
ballerina.
name
I guess ballerina boxing or Tai
Ballerina
Chi.
chi?
Yeah, ballerina chi boxing. Because look, bro. Because when you move,
right.
because it's not because look, when you look. Okay, like, I'm gonna give an example. Like Bruce Lee, right?
Ballerina chi. All right.
He had the fastest kick in the world. Literally, you had to slow down. Like I watched a video. I watched a video of this
less
man.
Than a minute.
Like,
Right.
dude, you have to literally go to 0.25 to slow down this man's kick because of how fast it moves. I've never seen anyone kick so
I
fast.
pray for him, man. Yeah, no, he's definitely a kung fu panda.
For real. You ever watch that video?
I blinked, man. Like when I was watching it, I blinked. So I
Oh
don't
man.
remember. I think I saw it, but it's because I blinked. So the kick, you know what I mean?
Right, and that
He's
takes a
definitely
lot
kung
of
fu
training.
panda.
That takes a lot of training, and to and this is where I say, like, look, I feel like it's very important to always take care of yourself, always
Self-care.
do as much, drink a lot of water, drink as much as water as you can.
We're made out of water, right?
And because look, when I
Moderation,
look,
moderation.
I don't want to disrespect nobody that's big or like obese,
Oh, you talking about
And-
obese people? You talking about
obesity, yeah. And
Fat.
because back in look, I want to say something. Back in ancient times, there was nobody who was obese. You know what I mean? Everybody was
And if
at
you
least
were-
skinny. You know what I mean? At least skinny. And I feel like I don't know what. How does somebody become obese?
How do you get there? Yeah, no, no. This is real, man. Look, I just gotta. Oh man, I just got an occupation at the airport. I just got a job over there, and I help people with wheelchairs and all that type of stuff. I help them out, you know what I mean? And sometimes it's some obese people, you know what I mean? And I'm just seeing this. I'm like, what happened, man? And you want to ask, but you definitely shouldn't ask. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, so I'm not gonna ask. But I'm not gonna lie to them. I'm not gonna be like, you're skinny, just so they want to hear it. But I just be like, yo. In my brain, I'm like, why did they let themselves do that to themselves? Like, because you had to get there. You know what I mean? You have to really get there to get obese. It's okay to just be kind of chubby, fat, chubby. You know what I mean? That's bro. But obese, you really see, yo, what you just kept eating, kept going. Like you at some point you didn't just say, well, let me, you know what I mean? Like let me moderate this food I'm eating, bro. They really became addicts. For food, for you know, the McDonald's stock just went down. If we're still talking about stocks, like, fuck all that. You know what I mean? What the hell's going on? Why would you
Yeah,
eat
man.
that much food and not realize? You know what I mean? Like, yo, I'm getting way out of hand with this. You know what I mean? Talking about the body. I'm talking about the fatness.
Right,
Man,
and that's where
I,
and that's where and
they
that's
gotta
where
use wheelchairs now. Yeah.
right, and I said this on the last
The
podcast that
plane
got
might.
deleted. Like the guru said that an almond should literally be plentiful enough for a person.
Talking about a nut. Yeah.
Right,
No,
like in the same way.
That back. All right.
Yeah, in the same way, like as the
We had to.
yeah, like yeah, the guru
Peace.
said about the almond, and it should be plentiful, and I wanted to talk about the breatharian. You know what I mean?
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, like yeah, the breatharian.
Alright, the flows in it. Alright.
Right, so yeah, so the breatharian literally works off
it's just
the
weird
air.
because we had this conversation before, but it's fine. But you bring this up.
Yeah,
What
like
is
the
not
water,
a brethren.
but like the water, they suck in the water from the molecules of the air,
Right.
and literally the
Right.
sun is their nutrient.
Jesus, man.
Because they collect it. They know how to collect that energy because they understand that they're light themselves. You see, I've heard the story of where this woman, where she actually, there's actually evidence of supporting breatharians, and there was this woman that literally, like, the only thing that she'll eat, at least for like I think a whole year has passed. The only thing that she'll eat is
oxygen.
it's a cracker. That's it. A cookie. I don't know.
That's powerful.
Yeah, man. So imagine if people have this type of knowledge. Like, I'm not saying like me.
Well, no, but let's give it to him. Let's
Like,
give it to him right here.
Right.
Like,
It's extremely
a cracker
difficult.
a day, man.
Right. Like, it's extremely difficult to get to that
Take
point.
a sip of water and a cracker.
And the thing is, but like, she'll do it like in 1 year.
Yo, no. I break the fourth wall, man. My bad, man. Exterior now.
Look, bro, look, I'm not gonna lie, I love food, but I eat only one meal a day, man. You know what I mean? Like, when I come back, like, like when I come back from work, like, okay, I eat one meal at my job, and then when I come back from work, I just eat a little bit and then just go to sleep, and that's it. You know what I mean? I don't try to consume myself over and over again with food, because look, I understand food is amazing, but to like consume with yourself with it, I think this is why, like, all these fast food restaurants, the more you consume of that. Look, I'm gonna tell you this, all my life, and he knows me in real life, so he knows what I'm talking about.
I was about to say, you're not a burger head.
No, hell no. And look, me, the only things I've ever had from a fast food restaurant all my life was chicken nuggets, French fries, and a shake, a vanilla shake, and that's it. That's all I've ever bought from any fast food restaurant.
This is facts.
Any fast food restaurant.
Bro. This is real.
That's
I've
all I
definitely
get.
ate burgers for the people, you know what I mean? But I can attest to this, bro. Literally, we go to, and we ain't trying to give nobody, no type of shine in here, but literally though, for real, you know what I mean? This man has never been a burger head.
No, I never liked burgers in my life. Like, the only thing
the real killers.
Yeah, man. The only thing I've ever really
and
ate
hot dogs, but
was
was
was chicken patties, and that's about it. You know what I mean? But
nobody's perfect, and eating that once in a while or just eating that at a moment in time is cool. You know what I mean? It's when you start gobbling. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. It's insane.
And actually be totally obese. Talking about the shoulders are like, you know what I mean, super wide, like a boomer from Left 4 Dead, bro. Like, yo, these people are about to blow the plane up. just sitting down, bro. They sit down and they cause a whole wave, like the clouds. Bro, one time they jump into the plane and then it started raining. I feel like it's so heavy in the air that it's like the moment they sat down, the clouds just, you know what I'm saying?
Wait.
You know what I
So
mean?
you're telling me that if an obese
The
person
clouds.
got on a plane, that they can actually shake the
Dog.
plane?
The moment they sat down, it was like the plane had hydraulics, dog. It was like, I
I'm
was
sorry,
like, yo,
bro.
man, and
Ew.
I've never seen a Mexican pilot. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen a Mexican pilot, but like they would appreciate the hydraulics, but my G, that shit is like, how do you get to that level of being fat, bro? How do you,
It's sad, bro. It's really
how
sad,
do you
man.
get to that level of being fat?
Bro, dude, I only
it
drink.
saddens me to know that people like look at themselves in the mirror and be like, yo, I'm just gonna keep eating. What?
Bro, I only drink water and juice, and that's it. I don't drink soda anymore. I don't eat hot dogs anymore. I don't drink milk. You know what I mean? None of
I
that.
mean, look, you know, you said anymore. I mean, we might as well share our sins. You know what I
Right.
mean? You know, look, bro. You know, you
Bro, I used to eat hot dogs like
cold.
crazy. Like crazy. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I used to eat hot dogs for
I
breakfast.
need to emphasize. Yes, yeah, man, yeah. That's the part we need to emphasize, bro. This motherfucker would in the morning. And you know, rest in peace, man, to everybody. You know, but in the morning, bro, a cold hot dog, bro.
Yeah, bro. I was really addicted. You know what I mean?
Homie would rap.
So remember when we used to
A
eat
cold
those
hot
pancakes
dog.
like crazy? Those waffles, bro.
Yeah, man.
We were
Look,
high.
so
as
put it
fuck.
on me, yeah, bro. Bags of gummies, bags of chips. You know what I mean?
Dude, we got consumed by it.
Wrapping up hot dog. Yeah, bro. It was just like munchies. But the wild part is we still kept going outside. And I'm not trying to say, nobody's perfect, bro. But for some odd reason, bro, the way we clutched it is we kept going outside.
Yeah, bro. Dude, we
You know
were
what I mean?
skating.
Like we kept going outside. We were still skate. Yeah, like it wasn't like, you know what I mean?
Like we
We
weren't, you know what I
still
mean?
go
We
outside.
consumed ourselves, but we tried to like at least try or, you know what I mean, to go outside to like, you know what I mean? Cause like even I remember in Miami, we took like 2 or 3 hours, like just trying to do that. You know what I mean? Remember that the pop shove it,
Yeah.
and you finally landed it. And you finally landed
Yeah,
it.
bro. That shit was wild. Yeah, the pop shove it is.
It
on
was
skateboard,
hot as
you know what I'm
fuck
saying?
that day, bro.
Oh, I remember, bro. That shit too. But that's patience, bro, and balance with the board, bro.
Yeah, no, 100%. Cause I was trying to do an ollie, bro, and you know what I mean. Like I think I done it. I succeeded doing it once.
Yo, bro, but these people be doing ollies on over staircases.
Yeah, bro,
over
dude, this shit's
elephants,
crazy,
over,
man.
Like, it's like, yo, Tony, how you want to? You know what I mean?
Man, you see, like those people really take it like,
Wow, man. Yeah,
like
they
those-
really they'll take the hits. They'll take the hits for it. Like these people will like really get injured and do all that type of stuff and still keep going. Like, nah, I'm gonna keep trying to do these tricks.
yeah, man. But that's
Fucking
part of
magicians,
skating,
man.
bro. Cause I had to go through like, you see, like when I couldn't even get past the speed bump the first time I started skating. You know, like I remember I had to
You would
fall
lift
down
off?
so. Yeah, like I would
Yeah,
have
I
to
remember.
fall down so many times just to like get like and when I passed the speed bump or like you know what I'm saying, like when
Yeah,
I
that's
finally
so
passed the
stupid.
speed bump, I was like, holy shit, you know what I mean? I did it.
That shit is stupid, bro. I mean, I respect it though. It's just stupid when you think about how many times these people just be falling and shit. How many times we was falling and shit, just falling. Be like, alright, we're gonna keep going. What? Yo, but it was like it's a real good feeling to, you know what I mean, land a trick, do all that type of stuff, man. It's like you feel like a wizard, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for real, like bro, like the board like is like when you have full control of the board,
yeah.
bro, it's
Man.
amazing. Like but that's why, man. Like me, you know what I mean. I just set to cruising, bro. Like you know what I mean. I have a longboard. I just cruise
Facts.
and
Cruise,
I
yeah.
just chill, man.
Nah, but you use it as a transportation. You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
one
Like
hundred
you really
percent.
just you get it, you, or I know you got a car, but you know you use it to move around, like, and to just balance, glide. You know what I mean? Like tricks are man, tricks are dope, bro. But the hospital bills, bro, like, it's fucking be paying a lot of money just to, you know what I mean? Hospital bills be crazy, bro. But shit is worth it if you're trying to become a pro, man. But
Yeah,
I
man.
ain't
And
trying to
but
become no pro skater, man.
now I want to, you know what I mean. I want to say like you know how like those hoverboards, like I forgot what the hell they're called, but man, we live in a generation where it's really lazy, bro. Some people don't even like walk. Like they get tired of
Right.
just walking 1 mile. You know what I'm saying? Compared to
Yeah.
people that have been walking their whole life in Cuba.
Yeah, if you want to bring it to Cuba, yeah, no, for sure. People
You
only
walk
walk in
everywhere
Cuba.
in Cuba.
Like, that's like, bro, mom told me something about, like, you know, not, like, walking lets you, you know, live in the moment. You know what I'm saying? When you're in a car and you're a hoverboard, it feels like you're in a rush. You're always in a
Yeah.
rush. You know what I mean?
This is why I like nature trails, man. You know what I mean? Like walking through parks and nature.
Pack of almonds, you know what I mean, trail mix. For sure, man. Look, man, if you want to hike, you know, just listen up. You know what I mean? Listen up and rise to the top, bro. If you want to go, man, rise to the top right here, right now. You know what I'm saying? I think people use these things here for healing and for just to be part of the journey and to understand the human condition as you rise to the top of the mountain, for real, for real. I think that's special though, bro. Like I relate to that. When you in the jungle, you still want to be able to connect with the human condition. This is a vessel. You know what I mean?
Right, we're
Bro,
still
like,
in the physical, you know what I mean?
would you rather? Yeah, would you rather be in a nightclub where, you know what I mean, people getting shot up with guns, or would you be on a mountain? You know
Man,
what I mean?
and I want to go.
Like you
That's
making a
crazy, bro. That
choice.
yeah, man. Like, look, you know what I mean. I never cared about clubs. I never cared about any of that. You know what I mean? I've never really been to an actual party. You know what I mean? Like, and the thing is that for me, when I'm in nature, bro, I connect to myself a lot more when I'm out in nature. And what the crazy part is, you know what I mean? Even like especially when I'm on shrooms or you know when I'm tripping or when smoking, I get a lot
Yeah.
higher. I get a lot higher when I'm in nature than when I compare it to like when I'm in my backyard. You know, like it's almost like the atmosphere becomes a lot brighter. You
Yeah.
know, like when you're out in nature, because nature like nature has so much energy and you're feeling all this
Soaking in you.
energy, like and this is why
Nah,
and
yeah,
you
no,
know
I
here
relate.
in Jax, you know what I mean, you know what I mean, you and me, like I remember I remember when you and
Yeah.
me took like 2 grams or some shit, and then we just literally ran like the whole entire fucking, you know what I mean, ready for
I,
bro,
I,
we
I,
went crazy.
nah, I remember that because it was like, it felt like we were like literally traveling through a whole, like, you know what I mean, like a whole universe. You just felt like so much energy. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like it's like you were. It's like the oxygen. You felt the oxygen. You know what I mean? You
Yeah,
felt
bro, dude, I
the
remember I played
trees. You felt
JID.
that.
I put JID run, and then we just started running.
Oh, I remember. Yeah. I was gonna mention JID. Yeah. I forgot the song, but then you mentioned JID. Not JID run. He was running. You know what I mean? And it was like, that's what I mean though. You know what I mean? Like, even when you go into nature, you take these things to let you travel through it. You know what I mean? As a tool. You mentioned this. Yeah, you did mention this on the other podcast. But yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Just being able to use this efficiently, bro. Like, yo, choose wisely, bro. You're gonna be inside a nightclub, or you're gonna be in a forest. You know what I mean? For the actual connection with. You know what I mean? Bring the tribe with you though. That's the most important part. You know what I mean? So
Definitely.
yo, we've been rocking out. You know what I mean? I guess we said we gonna mention it, bro. So let's mention it. I guess we could do it. You know, and then show grace before we go. You know what I mean? Just two things, man. You know, Chloe. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
man. I was gonna mention her, like, you know what I mean, and I wanted to say, like, Chloe was a very special, you know what I mean, like dog, you know what I mean, of mine.
Yeah.
And she, she's an actual dog, Chihuahua, brown, and she was a mini Chihuahua. And it's very sad that, like we had to put her down because she became blind. She became, like she literally combusted, like she just couldn't take it anymore. So the respectful thing, what we did is that, we brought her to the vet. As hard as it was, bro. Like, I had to tell my dad, like, we
It's
have to
tough.
put her down. You know what I mean? Because it's either
Your
she was
dad was
gonna,
trying to keep her alive.
yeah, like my dad, like, cause my dad, you know what I mean, like he's very sentimental when it comes to these things, cause you know what I mean,
Very spiritual. Yeah.
yeah, like you know what I mean, and my dad, he was literally crying in the video, like he showed me a video of like the last moments of Chloe, and it
That's
was
my
really
favorite
sad.
dog, man.
Yeah, man, it was really sad, bro. Like watching that video, like really made me cry. Um, and but I feel like part of her, it was destined to, like, I feel like, everything moves on within this life. Dogs, insects, doesn't matter. I feel like everything. I feel like, and what the crazy part is, even after she's died, I feel like I can still feel her energy, and still see her in my vision, like clearly. Like I feel like, she's still finding her
Yeah.
way. You know what I mean? Like still finding her way. I feel like something's guiding her to be whatever she needs to be within her next life. And whether she chooses to remain as a dog or becomes a human, I hope whatever comes for her will be the best, because like it's and she was like, I believe, 13 years old. In dog
It's a
years, that's
long
like,
time, man.
yeah,
Right,
yeah,
right.
like, dog years is different. Um,
Yeah.
but
But
I
nonetheless, yeah, yeah.
right, like
It's like
I feel, but I do feel like,
still feel like
sometimes,
she died young.
right, like even though she,
She had more life.
and right, and the thing is, it's like we had to let go of her because if
It's
it
too much
wasn't
pain,
it,
man.
yeah, man, because she hold on for a while though. I mean, that's the thing. Like she really hold on. It's just the next day, like this literally happened the next day. Like we just all woke up. Like, and what's crazy about it is that
You heard?
my dad got attacked by her because like she didn't know who was
Jeez.
touching her or none of that because she was blind, and she literally attacked my dad, and now the scars remain from her. So forever my dad will have that
God.
memory.
So
And
yeah,
it's pretty.
no, yeah, no. That. You know why? You know why that's tribal though? Because even though those were scars of confusion, those weren't trying to like. It wasn't like she was mad at. You know what I mean? It was like confusing. Like, yo, I don't know who's. I'm just protecting myself. Like those scars now are like transferring that energy to the. You know what I mean? To your pops. Not your pops carries that. You know what I mean? Like that's better than a tattoo. That's better. You know what I mean? That's like. Yeah, it's a scar. I got a scar. A dog bit me, you know what I mean, on my lip, and
Mm,
that scar is still there. And it's like, you know what I mean? It's like you transfer that to the person. Now that person carries your life, part of your life. You know what I mean? Like that's real tribal, man. That's really that's. And Chloe's been there since day one. For for a while, for You know what I mean? Like, so
Yeah,
it's
man.
like
Like we still have, you know what I mean. It was the parents, like the dad,
decades.
you know, like Naruto and Shakira,
Naruto's there. Naruto, yeah, so Naruto's the dad. You know what I mean? And Shakira,
the mom.
the mama, right? You know what I mean?
And but it's sad to see the kid die
I don't want to
cold
mention. Yeah, I didn't mention when. Yeah,
before the mom or
we
the
don't got.
dad.
Yeah, that's really like that's heartbreaking, bro. Because Chloe was the youngest one.
Right, like the
And
same way,
and
like you
Chloe
want
had
to.
the life.
Right, like the same way you want to see your kid die first before you. You know what I mean?
Bro, the parents want to see their kid like rise to take care of them. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. You know what I mean? Believe it. The thing about Naruto though is, Naruto, he's alive, but they had to do that thing to him. And I know we mentioned it the other time. I guess we could say it, clear the air. Naruto's still alive, bro, but they chopped his balls off. You know what I mean? It's weird because we talked about it, bro. But I had to share that moment, bro, so people get to understand that, bro. Like,
yeah, bro. And it was crazy is that he impregnated.
Balls, yeah.
But the thing is, he only had one ball to impregnate Shakira.
Homies, yeah, right. He juiced that out into it, and it's like, yo, this is my baby. Chloe was his baby.
Right.
I mean, Shakira's also brown, you know what I mean? So it was like,
oh no, she's black.
Maybe it was like Shakira's black, but that's kind of what I. But nah, yeah, she's black for sure. Yeah,
but
literally
Chloe,
black,
but Chloe is more like she was like a rare type too, bro.
Light skin.
Like, yeah, like she
literally was birthed from Naruto, and
Naruto's black and white.
Them, right?
Yeah, Naruto's black and white,
crazy.
and Shakira's black, and and she turned out to be
crazy,
brown, and that's like a really rare. That's a really rare like Chihuahua, like mini Chihuahua.
Crazy, though. That's wild to think about. Like, I'm not saying Naruto's mutated, but like Naruto's like white and black at the same time. And I don't know if that's like considered a mutation in dog world, but that's like
eugenics.
Maybe that's the reason. Yeah, maybe that's the reason Chloe got kind of fucked up, because you know what I mean. It was like Naruto was white and black, then went to a black. It was like,
maybe I feel like
it was like she was like.
I always felt like Chloe had weaker genes.
Yeah.
Because Naruto, because Naruto never had.
Maybe if Naruto had a second baby.
Man, look, and I have to also mention this. Shakira has cancer.
Man.
Yeah, like she, I think Naruto is gonna be the last one to be alive.
The last man standing. Nah.
Yeah, man.
And the thing about it is, bro, like, it's crazy. You never think about these things until that type of shit happens. You know?
Right.
Because you just with the dogs and you just be like, yeah, they alive, we good. You never think about it until, now we got who's gonna be the last person here. And it's like it's just like it's sad to think about that, because it's like I don't want to see Shakira go neither, but
damn, bro, everybody needs to go one day, man.
Naruto gonna tell the story. Yeah, man. Yeah, but as long as Naruto don't get in no beef or anything with nobody, he stays alive, he stays good. Like, it's cool, bro. Like,
dude, he sun gazes.
Yeah, like, there's reasons you stay healthy, bro. It's like no more revenge with Sasuke, sun gaze. Keep it moving, bro.
Real shit, man.
Healthy,
bro. And Naruto was the only strongest. You know what I mean? Like, really, he never had sickness or none of that, bro.
Even through the castration, like, he was still he stood tall, bro. Like, I mean, the Naruto was always, you know what I mean? Naruto's. I always thought Naruto was kind of retarded.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? Like,
Yeah.
it was just like, um, but bro, this is the point, bro. Like, ignorance is bliss. Naruto is just cooling, bro. I feel like Shakira is very paranoid. I'm talking
For
about
real.
his dog. Like, Shakira is very paranoid about people. Chloe just didn't give a fuck, you know what I mean? Chloe was just like always barking at people, going crazy. And Naruto was just like, I don't really know what's going on, bro, but I'm good.
Yeah, like he's always just
That's
chill,
the vibe.
man.
You know what I mean? So I know this may sound like a very personal conversation, but I hope you see the magician,
Right,
you
because we
know,
can all probably
tricks.
relate.
I don't know. No, but you know, it's like it's yo, but look, bro. Um, most definitely, man. Rest in power to Chloe, you know, to all. Rest in peace to all my dogs, for sure, for sure. You know what I mean? On
Love,
all
man.
levels, for sure. You know what I mean? Um, I guess we ascend to the next moment. You know what I mean? I wanna, shit. I just wanna say congratulations, bro, for getting this next episode, bro, with 434. You know, a OG in the scene. You know what I'm saying? A OG in the YouTube world, in this community. You know what I mean? Like I really can't wait to see all the people, you know, gather up to, you know what I'm saying, to like, for real, like, because it's all about community, bro. I just want to see people be able to chop it up, to talk, chop it up, you know what I mean? Build with each other, you know, say, yo, I want to meet up over here, let's meet up. I
Right.
really want to see that moment, man. Really do want to see the community just be like, yo, let's meet up over here, you know where we live, you know what I'm saying? So, let's do it, man. We share our lives with you, you know, you could do the same, bro. This is not we're not trying to be super private, bro. Like, we already know this community is for a select group of people, so let's all build together. Let's go. You know what I mean? So that's how I'm
Hell yeah,
feeling, bro.
man.
That's my conclusion for this moment here, bro. You know, I'm on here with you. You know, this is your podcast. You know, feel me? You know, I'm a guest here. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see people gather up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Me too.
Hear your
Like I
knowledge.
want to. Yeah, like I want to see. You know what I mean? I want to see more people like come in. Like we. You know what I mean? Like I said, there's no scripts. There's nothing of that. We all just talk what we need to speak about. Like you know what I mean? And spread and educate the people and you know what I mean? Help people spread the knowledge. That's really what it's all about. Like love is, you know, like I said, you know, understanding is key. So is forgiveness. So is love. As long as we can spread that together, I feel like we can all accomplish all these things together. And for the next
Keep it
episode,
gangster.
434, we will definitely have that episode and
Smooth.
more to come in the future. Thank you.
Exterior knowledge.
Love.